Introduction to demand. When you visit your local market, you are participating in the final stage of agricultural production, sales. The sale of agricultural products brings goods to the population, profit to the farmer, and enables future agricultural production. In this unit, we'll explore the basics of economics, economic influences on the agricultural arena, and ways to ensure a farm's economic success. Economics. The topic of economics is one that all agricultural workers must understand. Economics is a study of the relationship between the purchaser, known as the consumer, and the creator of those products, known as the producer. In agriculture, this is the relationship between the customer and the farmer. A key principle of economics relevant to agriculture is demand and supply, which will be explored in this unit. Demand. Demand refers to the customer's desire to purchase a product. Which items are most desirable? How many people wish to purchase an item? How much of the product do they choose to buy? The law of demand. When all other factors are equal, the law of demand states that as the price of a commodity or product increases, the demand for that product decreases. Why might this be the case? Discuss. As the price of a commodity increases, the number of people willing or able to pay that price decreases. As the price rises, people may do without the product or replace it with something that is more affordable. Demand. A demand schedule is a way to understand the relationship between product quantity and price. As can be seen here, the demand schedule is a table of the product's price and the quantity that would be sold at that price. This schedule shows the demand for bananas declining as their price increases, or, alternatively, how the demand for bananas increases as their price decreases. What can you infer about missing values in the demand schedule below? Use your inference to suggest a range of possible values for each unknown. The missing values must be between the values above and below it. The demand curve. A demand schedule can be used to create a demand curve, which graphically shows that same relationship between price and supply. This demand curve shows that under a specific set of conditions, the higher price a customer is charged for a crop, the less of that crop they will buy. How would you use this demand schedule to create a demand curve? Discuss. Recall that you need two values to plot a point on a graph. Use the values from the demand schedule for your x and y values. Put the price on the y-axis and the quantity on the x-axis. Create a scale on each axis that is large enough to include the smallest and largest values, and so that the curve will occupy a large part of the graph. The curve, when graphed, should be easy to read. This graph should accomplish our goals, but this is not the only choice that will work. Next, plot the points. Now, delete the coordinates from the graph and draw the line of best fit. This graph conveys the same information as does the table, graphically describing how demand changes with price. In this case, the line of best fit passes through all the points. That is often not the case. The line of best fit is the line that passes nearest to all the provided points. The line of best fit need not pass through any of the points. Here's a line of best fit drawn for a set of points. While computers can provide an exact line, hand-drawn lines like this will be the best estimate. The demand curve is rarely a line. This is more typical of how they look. We will often use lines since the principles are the same and it is easier to create more examples. But given points, you should draw the curve that best fits them, which will often not be a line.